insightful information. DC Intel. Stay ahead with real-time breaking news and intelligence updates from around the nation. Your trusted source for reliable and insightful information.
You are listening to the Excellence in Online Broadcasting Network.
Welcome to DC Intel, your go-to source for breaking news and intelligence updates from around the nation. Stay informed with the latest developments, insightful analyses, and comprehensive coverage of key events. Follow us to never miss an important story and join the conversation on what's happening in our country.
If I give you one message to hold in your hearts today, it's this. The more people tell you it's not possible, that it can't be done, the more you should be absolutely determined to prove them wrong. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider. Embrace that label. Being an outsider is fine. Embrace the label. Because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. You must keep pushing. And always have the courage to be yourself.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
But from today and from the day I take the oath of office, we will rapidly drive prices down and make America affordable again. We're going to make it affordable again. So as much as you can, do something that you love, work hard, and never, ever give up, and you're going to be tremendously successful. Tremendously successful. Thank you. God bless our military. God bless the memory of the fallen. God bless our Gold Star families. And God bless America. Thank you very much.
You are listening to your source for trusted intel and news. You're listening to Live with DC.
Hey there, it's your favorite president. You need to be listening to my friend DC. He's a trusted source and won't lead you astray.
Thank you for listening to You Host DC, your trusted source for intel and news.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, everybody, it is Wednesday, and happy Wednesday to you. And I hope everyone's doing well. We got a lot of things going on in good old America. Hope everyone's doing well, and happy Wednesday, and got a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, in America right now. We'll get started here in just a second. Let's go back up to the top here. Moderators, if you do not have access, email me. Email demandjustice62@gmail.com and give me your information again. It's saying that you're in there, but I need your username for Rumble. Anyway, So let's see here. Hi, DC from Georgia. Good deal here. Winston-Salem, North Carolina, in the house again. Good afternoon from Smyrna, Tennessee. Good afternoon. Let's see here. Hey, DC, did you leave Facebook? No, I didn't. I'll tell you about that here in just a second. Hello. Hi, DC from Walton, Kentucky. Good afternoon, DC, the enforcer. Good afternoon to you, buddy. Hello from Wallace, North Carolina. There you are. There I be. There we are. We're all together. Hello, everyone from Kansas City, Missouri. Betty Henson from Mountain, Arkansas. Okay. Hey, Patriots. Good afternoon from Hutchinson, Kansas, Southern Ontario. Wow. Living, U.S. living in California. Okay. Belcher, South Carolina. Hey, DC, why'd you block me on Facebook? I did not block anyone on Facebook. I'll tell you what happened with that here in a little bit. Good afternoon, DC, Southwest Missouri. Ready to stir it up? Absolutely. Hello from Cheryl Case from Benbrook, Texas. Buy you in here. Good deal. Let's see here. Hi, DC. Duncan, Oklahoma. DC, Facebook. Yeah. I couldn't find his Facebook when I looked it up and sent me to a page. Hello, DC. Hello. Let's see here. Okay. Copy that. Let's see here. The bright spot MID. Yeah. Cummings, Georgia. Amite, Louisiana. We've all tried that. Right. DC was hacked. Yep. I hope you hang with the whole good deal. Got hacked too. Central Minnesota in here. Hello, Patriots. Let's see here. Can't chat on YouTube. I'm not sure you should be able to because it's merged with Rumble. But if not, we'll take care of that. Arizona in the house, Mississippi in the house, Springfield, Missouri in the house, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, West Tennessee, RC and EC, Raleigh, North Carolina. Good to have you guys in here, loyal people. From Texas, DWF. Hello to you. Clearwater, Florida in the house. Where are they putting up fences around the Capitol? I was watching Kelly. DC, what's your Rumble channel? Hello from somebody put in the Rumble channel in the chat. That way they can log into it. Blessings from New York, Aniana. Hey, DC. Howdy from Hooks, Texas. Muskogee in the house. Childersburg, Alabama. I've been there before. Upstate New York here. Let's see what we got here. Wetumpka, Alabama. Nice to be back with you from Southern Middle Tennessee. Hello from DeSoto, Missouri. Can you clarify how to become a guardian? Yes, I will do that. Hello from Oregon. ADC Saul Richardson Journal has a Telegram channel. Yeah, he does. I've texted him several times, tried to talk to him, and anyway, something's happened out there to him. But anyways, good afternoon from Charles City, Virginia. I commented to Kelly. Good, awesome. Thank you so much for that. I think we're good there for right now. A lot of things going on. Yeah, the Facebook deal. That was a whole nother thing there. We had, it was just strange. I'll be honest with you, just strange. What happened was, of course, I would answer everybody that would try to talk to me. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm trying to text in this Rumble thing and fix this stuff. But I would try to respond with everybody that comments to me or asks something. And I would do that. And so I just kind of made a habit of when somebody sends something, grab it and do it. And I actually had someone to send me something and they had a virus or had been hacked. And when I responded back, it just took over everything. It even blocked me. Changed the email addresses, changed the phone numbers in there, everything. So when I'd contacted Facebook probably 30 times, and every time they'd say, well, put in your email address. Well, my email address, whoever hacked it, changed the email address. And they would still just, anyways, wasn't a help at all. Wasn't a help at all. They were more of a pain in the rear. So, okay. I'm trying to fix this for everybody. So. All right, there you go. Help me out. You're in there. So anyway, that's what happened to that. And so there's nothing I can do. So if you're on there and if you do see it, report it, because it's been reported so many times already. And I don't know why Facebook is so slow about taking that stuff down. I'm not sure if we're going to redo another Facebook. We may, I'm not sure yet. I actually took the link off of our website. And so anyways, we'll deal with that. I am debating on, have the option of doing an open chat that's actually on our website, eiobn.com. Somebody put in there again the Rumble channel one more time for a couple people. I'm debating on putting a chat in there, and that chat will be, anytime somebody wants to put something in there. Doesn't mean I'm going to answer you immediately, because I don't sit there with my website up just waiting for that stuff. But we're debating on doing that. I might lean towards that for a little bit and just see how that works out, to where there can be an open chat all the time, 24/7. If somebody wants to say something, they can say something, go back and forth, and you all can chat. Plus also, I can jump in there or something. Dalton, Georgia, good to see you. Muscle Shoals, Alabama. That's where all the music comes from. Michigan in the house. Miss anybody else? Ringgold, Georgia. Hey, good to see you. And so anyway, so we'll deal with that at a later time. So good thing was we didn't have, well, we had a lot of people on there, but it wasn't like 40 and 50,000 people. So we're good. We'll figure something else. Another thing is good because I have this platform that I can tell you what's going on. But I wasn't about to go on live last night just to say, hey, our Facebook is down. But you kind of figured it out. And I actually had text Brad because I knew he was online, and I was on there too, just kind of listening and watching his show, because I support him too, and ask him to announce it. And he did. So thank you so much, Brad, for that. Kernersville, North Carolina in the house. Yeah. Let's see here. Elizabethtown, Kentucky. A Telegram chat room. No, this will be a self open chat on our website only, eiobn.com. And that's a possibility. Wrestle with it a little bit. I have been dealing with hackers, and not only that, just other stuff. And I'll go over that here in a little bit. Excuse me. I'm kind of under the weather a little bit today. But we got some good stuff to talk about here, and also some bad stuff. Also, we've got this shooting that's taken place, and that it's never a good thing when someone feels like they want to go into a school and try to hurt people, shoot people, whatever it may be. I have actually done training on school shootings and how to react to it, and a lot of people will, the last big shooting, when that one shooter was in the school, and they just went in there. They went in there and they took care of the problem. That's how you end a school shooting. If you lose one kid, that's one too many. And it's sickening. And I'm going to predict to you right now, you're going to hear Kamala Harris and Tim Tampon Walz say, we got to get gun control. Got to get gun control. They're so full of crap. If they hate gun control that much, or they want it that much, then they should not ask for Secret Service protection. Or they should have Secret Service and give them sponges to put in their holsters, because they do not need weapons. If you don't want weapons, then you cannot have it just one place. Hey, Alabama, you can't do it. You cannot have the gun control. Guns do not go off by themselves. They don't. They go off because of mishandling and people that don't know how. And I mean, it's just it don't happen by itself. It don't happen. I have had tons and tons, and trust me. When I will go out to the range, everybody out there is like, holy snot, because I come out with anything and everything and be proficient at it all, and very proficient. I had a guy that was actually trying to sight in a sniper rifle for me, sighting in a sniper, and I had taken a one of these cardboard silhouettes and had put about 4 or 5 bags of tannerite in it. And I asked him, I said, hey, sight this gun in for me, because he was a trained person, supposedly, and sighted in for me, get it ready, shoot that target, blow it up for me. And it was a good little ways away. I mean, I'm talking good ways. He's like, sure. So he sights it in, wastes ammo, does again, wastes some more ammo. After about 7 or 8 shots, I said, hey, what's the deal? Oh, well, it's this. Well, it's that. I said, So I grabbed it was my AR, and didn't have a scope on it. And I grabbed a cheap little laser scope, stuck it on top, screwed it on. I didn't put any kind of special place on it. He was like, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to hit that. You'll never do it. I said, oh, yeah, I will. Yeah, well. And first shot, boom, and all that tannerite blew up. And I said that because guns don't go off by themselves. They don't cause disaster by themselves. People around them cause disasters. And if you're scared of guns, that's okay. I understand that. But, we live in a world now to where people going to beat on your door and try to break in on you. And when you contact the police, it's going to take them forever to get there if they want to, because they're out walking the malls and sticking their fingers up their butt. And half of them are too scared to we talked about it yesterday, too scared to do traffic stops. They're going to wait. Here's the thing. And I'm not down on the police. Okay. I'm not down on the police. I support them, the good ones, but the lazy ones and the bad ones, I don't support. They need fired. But they'll wait. We've got to wait until we have enough people to go on this. Let me tell you what, if you have ever, law enforcement, if you've never worked rural back roads, where there is no backup, and you've never lived, because what happens is you take a different mindset of when you go on a call, you no longer beat on that. I got to wait for 12 guys to show up. You take an oath to lay down your life if that need be. And you don't go wait for the danger to come out to you. You take an oath to go to danger and end it at any means. It's a false flag set up for our gun. You know what? I'm not calling that yet, but that was the first thing that come to my mind. Not the way it was because 2 weeks ago I told you guys, I said, hey, we're getting close. We're going to get closer to the election. We're probably going to see a shooting. We're probably going to see something and then they're going to come out and start screaming gun control, gun control, gun control. And I'm not saying it's exactly what this is, but we'll just see. I'm watching on two different things here. One TV has got the White House going to be doing a briefing, and the Georgia high school shooting, and then also the other one is Netanyahu updating on war updates. It's all over the place. Our police tell women to keep wasp spray. Yep, you can do that too. Hello, Tennessee. Good to have you in here. So Facebook was all that stuff, and of course we got the shooting going on, and we're going to see more things happen. We're going to see more things happen. So buckle up. It's getting close to the election, and we're going to see a whole lot more things. Okay, it's just how it's going to be. We're going to see them, and how it is. So, I want to, I'm going to get started here. I'm going to read you something here. This is something that I woke up to this morning. Now, understand, people think they know who I am. And they don't. Only my good friends do. But, someone sent me this, and, they think my name is Adam Moore, and it's not. It says, Adam Moore, I know very well where you are and where you live and all your family addresses. You have a real problem. I have all your information and your location. If you do not contact me, I will send 9 of my hitmen out to you. For you and your family. And then, of course, they put down an address here that they think that I'm at, which I'm nowhere even near. I mean, it's hundreds and hundreds of miles away. Tell me how you want this to get resolved. You need to be an adult and contact me. It's time for you to solve this. Well, there's nothing there for me to solve, because first of all, that person is... They're dreaming. First of all, if somebody really, they don't know where I live. They don't know none of that stuff. They're just full of crap. And and trust me, I'm already trying to find out where this came from and who sent it, because they don't know me. I'll give them DoorDash, if you know what I mean. You don't threaten me and put a challenge out there and drop it and just walk off. I'll show you America. But no, I don't sound like an Adam. I'm not. More like a Billy Bob. No, not that either. Anyway, we'll get started here. So lots of great things, lots of great threats going on. All this good stuff. We got a lot going on here. I'm going to try to keep my eyes on what I'm doing here and not on these TVs. But, a couple of things have come out, and I want to clarify. We'll get to this part about Trump and this arrest that they're saying, and what I feel about it, and what some others feel about it. I'm not at any point am I not degrading or trying to debunk or say anything about any other online person that said their views. Okay, because that's what we do. We're giving our views, we're giving our points. It's up to you to digest it or not. I'm also watching, sorry, I had to break in here. I'm watching this White House news briefing, and I'm watching them. And just so you know, they are not at the White House. They are on a set somewhere. I'm watching it right now. They're actually taking the TVs and pulling them out of this thing and trying to turn them around. And also, one of my friends sent me pictures last night of Biden when he went in to sit down at that miniature table. I mean, that is so presidential, right? He'll sit at a table that looks like looks like it came from, well, I'm not going to mention the name of a place because you all get upset. Looks like it's made of particle board, and he's going to do presidential things from it. I mean, he is out of his freaking mind. And not only that, but someone sent me pictures of it, and they were behind the scenes. And he took pictures, and of course, it is on a set. 1,000 billion, trillion, whatever you want to call it, %, it's on a set. It is not at the White House. I do know that. And what they're about ready to show now, and to whatever this briefing is going to be, It's not at the White House. And that amazes me. That amazes me that the American people buy this. What amazes me is all these reporters that are there know this. That which makes me think they're in on it. That's what it makes me think. Or either they have been threatened really bad that if they say anything that they'll lose their job or whatever. I don't know. It's hard telling these days, but bullies are always good about running their mouth and threatening people not to tell the truth and not to defend themselves and just to let people steal, kill, and destroy and whatever. Did you hear about the preacher getting sprayed with bullets? Facebook this morning? No, I did not. I have not heard that at all yet. Let's see here. Trying to look at the comments real quick before I jump into this. Okay. All right. So anyways, yes, it is a set. And, but anyways, you're going to start seeing more things like this. And the other thing is this, is they're going to do a White House press briefing, and it's not even at they're calling it that, but it's not even at the White House. And then you got the Justice Department that's coming out, and they're saying that the Biden administration, Kamala or the U.S. is to accuse Russia of election interference already. Buckle up, guys. Here we go. Buckle up. Because they're already trying to set something up. Okay. I'm not saying to worry. I'm giving you information so you know. Okay. To watch and see and pray. The reason why you get this information is to know how is how to deal with things. Hang tough DC. But yeah, I don't give a crap. Yeah, they can do what they want to do, and I'll just keep coming back. Yesterday, they shut us down twice, but we got back online. I don't care. And we're putting in more things this week, software-wise, to protect any kind of stuff like that from major interference. It's been a crazy week. But yeah, Russia is about to get the blame for election interference for 24 already. I told you that they were going to pull out all the stops. They're going to pull out they're going to pull out all the stops here. They're going to continue to make up things, start things, put things out there. But and I saw this article and I want to read it to you. It says the only way that Kamala Harris becomes president of the United States is if they steal this election, because there is zero chance on God's green earth that more than 50% of this country are going to elect a communist who has had a history of mediocrity and failure. And that is absolutely true. Nothing but failure, nothing but scandal. But Trump said scandal. Yeah, but it's been past stuff. It ain't. I mean, come on. And it hasn't been. They did the Russia, the dossier. They did all that stuff, and it all come out to be false. You know what I'm saying? It ain't current things. It's stupid. And with that being said, then the first thing I get stuff late last night. I got a lot of stuff in the middle of the night last night. I got up, started looking at it, and then tried to go back to bed. And then, you know how you think about something and then you go to bed and you dream about it? Well, that's what I did. And it was aggravating. But, you got the DOJ now involved to accuse Russia of election of interference. And we haven't even had an election yet. That's why I'm saying buckle up, buttercups. Buckle up, because we're about to really hit into this thing. They hate him so bad. They hate Trump so bad. And here's the thing. Before he was president, they asked him for his money. They asked him for his advice, all that. And he was kind enough to give it. Okay. And then now you got people say, but he supports Kamala Harris. No, he doesn't. He may have given money years and years and years ago to a campaign or something. But I know all kinds of people that have foundations that give to all kinds of stuff. So It's the same old BS is what it is, because the Democratic Party can do nothing else but throw turds in a bowl and stir it up and try to make a poop pot and call it chicken noodle soup. Okay. That's what they're good at, is lying, cheating. And the sad part about it is Americans bite into it and go, oh, go give us free food. Let's jump in line. Absurd. Absolutely absurd. It's just crazy. And now we got them planting the seed, everybody. That's what it is, trying to plant the seed that it's going to be Russia. Let me tell you a little secret. The only interference that's going to happen is what the Democratic Party does or has already tried to start doing. Russia is not our enemy. Even though they try to depict that they are, Russia's not our enemy. And prior to all this, prior to the last election, we talked about it on Friday night. You have Putin that is supporting Trump, but he hands Trump the ball. The ball's in your court. Do what you want to do with it. Hello, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. He do what you want to do with it. The ball's in your court. Because when he gave him that, he gave them information, what they had about the election being stolen. And not only that, there's other countries that did the same thing. Let me tell you something. Russia, their intelligence community is not built upon pieces of paper and stone. They're not in some stone age. Okay? They're very, very, just like China, they're very, 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 very good at what they're doing. They're not behind times. They're not at all. And if they say, hey, we have XYZ, they have XYZ. Not only that, you had Edward Snowden, you had Julian Assange, you have all these people. I'm just telling you to buckle up. It's starting. Let me look at my calendar here and I'll tell you when. Well, we saw it start a little bit today with the shooting. But I'd say it's really starting on the 10th. Let's go. Yeah, no, the 9th. Starting on next Monday, the 9th, we're going to start seeing an uptick in nonsense. And then we're going to be pushing this whole thing with Trump and supposedly the going to jail and all this. And that's the thing is I had several people last night send me things, and then I had actually a couple friends that do intel, and they sent me some stuff. And you all always say, you know what, just lay it out there to us. Lay it out there to us. So I'm going to lay it out there to you. Okay. First, I'm going to give you my personal take. My personal take is this. I always believe that good trumps evil, right? At least we should. And so I believe that, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Because there is no set plan that's just given to you. It says, hey, on this date, this is going to happen on this day, and here's what's going to happen here. And we talked about this because so many moving parts in America change on a moment by moment, second by second basis. Anything can get crazy. My personal thing is this: I don't think Trump's going to go to jail. Okay, that's just me. He always pulls a rabbit. If that's just me, okay? You take it however you want to take it. If he goes on the 18th, whatever, 19th, whatever it is. If he goes, Grand Haven, Michigan, good to have you. If he goes to the court and they want to sentence him, because there's the stuff that was sent me last night is, man, Secret Service has already been talking, and they're talking to the prison people, and they're trying to figure out how to keep them out of the general population, blah, 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 blah. And Rikers Island, they're making room for him there and making a special thing for him there, because he's the president, so he's going to have Secret Service if he's in jail. Okay. He still has to have protection. But, the powers that be, if that would even take place, I guarantee you, they'd be fighting going, well, now he's been convicted. He's in jail. He does not deserve Secret Service protection. Try to yank it from him to get him killed again because they can't kill him. They can't get rid of him. He's too smart for them. So that's what leads me to believe that he won't go to jail because he's always ahead of them. Understand this. If by chance that judge would do something, and say he went in there, it's going to do nothing but work for Trump's good. It doesn't mean the whole world is went to hell in a handbasket. Do you know how many people have been sent to jail that were innocent and spent 30, 40, 50, 60 years in jail, prison, and then get out because DNA freedom? Do I think it's going to happen to Trump? No. And I still go back to this. The reason why I still believe that he won't be jailed is because he's still the current CIC. That's it. I just, and here's the thing is, if they did do that, there's a couple of things that can happen. One, Trump could say, you know what? Yeah, I'll do it. I'm going to go there just to sock it to him. But I don't think he's going to do that. The other thing is this. If they try to forcefully jail, now listen, forcefully jail the CIC, I think we're going to see within New York City, which Trump is very popular with the police, I think we're going to see a revolt. I think you're going to see some law enforcement revolt against the justice system. And when that happens, here comes the poop hitting the fan. Because they're not, and some of you are going to say, that's impossible. They would never do that. Oh, but you don't know. Because there's a lot that's really getting tired of all this garbage. And I don't even think let's just say this, the bad scenario. Say the bad scenario, they come in, the guy says, you're going to spend 40 years in prison, which it's not going to happen. But say he did, that judge did. I don't think we'll have to worry about patriots hitting the streets and burning stuff down because we don't do that. We probably need to really start getting some balls about us and facing our political people and voting people that are deadbeats out and voting people that make changes for the good. But I don't believe, what I believe we're going to see the military step in. And not only that, I think if the military steps in, we're going to be forced. Well, let me say, the Supreme Court's going to get forced to make a decision. When everybody says there's a plan, there's multiple plans, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? You have to have multiple plans because things get messed up. But I do not believe he's going to go to jail. I believe they're going to try. And if he doesn't go to jail, that judge will end up being one of what do you call it? Hillaryized, if you know what I'm saying. Because he didn't fulfill their plan. I say that because here's the thing. The executive orders, everything. What does scare me is on the 12th, one of the executive orders ends. So between the 12th and the 18th, you got that little period there. That's the only thing that kind of scares me. Well, I'm not going to say it scares me. It just kind of pinches me a little bit. And so that can happen. I don't think he's going to go to jail, but if something would happen, and it did, I don't think it's going to be I think it's going to be by Trump's choice because he knows something will work. He's always ahead, guys. He's always 20 steps ahead of them. And if you don't think that he and his team and other people that are with him and behind him have not already discussed this, have figured out plans, have figured out things, we're lunatics if we don't think that. He's not going to just let things come day by day and hit him in the face. He's not that kind of person. That's why he's wealthy. That's why he has properties. That's why he has all this stuff, because he's a forward thinker. He thinks about the future, not for him, for his kids, his children, his grandchildren, his great grandchildren, his legacy, his all that. And let me tell you something. He's old. He's getting old. And with him getting old, this will be his last big hoopla. That's why we as Americans must vote, protect our vote. It's time for us to stand up and face the nonsense that's going on. And we do that by electing people that need to be elected and getting rid of people that don't need to be in there, and questioning your candidate. Hey, what about this? What about that? I mean, when you walk up to your candidate and go, do you think JFK's alive? They're going to look at you like you're a lunatic. But when you ask them legit questions, hey, where do you stand on the policies of Donald J. Trump? Where do you stand on the policies of Kamala Harris? Because hers are just plagiarized from Trump. She takes her stuff. But where do you stand? But when we walk up and ask goofy questions, you go up and ask your representatives, your senators, your congressmen, hey, how many people's in Gitmo? They're going to look at you like you're nuts. They know all kinds of stuff, but they don't tell. You want to know why? Because they don't want to go there. And some of them have a 1-week ticket there and they don't even realize it. We have to start engaging people with common sense questions, common sense decisions. You understand? We have to do that. We have to do that. We have to prove that we're not lunatics. We have to prove that we're not, because we have engaged so much in all this stuff that's been going on that we've sealed the deal for ourselves sometimes. I'm not saying you don't believe in things. Because I believe in everything I've talked about. I believe it. I don't know what it is, but I still hold on to that dude ain't going to jail. Because, like I said, we did it last Friday night. Broke it down towards the CIC, civil versus military. That was the Supreme Court ruling, civil versus military. It's completely different. And when he transfer to military power, that's a completely different thing. That's why you still have some operating underneath civil and some that operate in the military. And I still believe 100%. I know he is. He's still the commander in chief. And they're not going to come in and not going to throw a commander in chief in prison. Ain't going to do it. Ain't going to do it. Military ain't going to stand by and let that happen. And I don't see the law enforcement even carrying out an order like that. I mean, what do they got to lose? Yeah, their jobs. But it's more than that. More than that. The other thing is, of course, now you got the Biden administration blabbing and saying that, there we go. Come on here. Yeah. You got them saying that the election is already got interference coming in from Russia. And it's not. It is so not it. It's crappy, guys. It's just crappy. It has me frustrated today. It really does, because they keep saying non-truths and they keep getting by with it to a point. And I'm getting really pissed off. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm really getting ticked off, because at this point, I have Fox News on over here just to see what they're blabbing about. But I can't even stand Fox News. And I'm trying to be very good today with my mouth. They're such liars. Fox News puts out this poll, and it says the presidential election amongst veterans, okay? Trump gets 9%. Kamala gets 89%. Oh my God. This is Fox News putting this out. Female veterans, who would they vote for? 3% said they'd vote for Trump, 94% for Kamala. Active military, which I know this is hogwash. Active military says that only 12% would vote for Trump and 84% for Kamala. Fox News, shame on you. You suck. You have turned into everybody else. You're just as bad as CNN. You are fake news. You are. Amongst wounded vets, talking wounded vets here, wounded vets, 96% would vote for Kamala and only 1% for Trump. The all-star panel is the one that did this special report. And then it puts a Harris, Waltz, heart, and a flag. Fox News, you suck. You really do. You just suck. I used to like watching, what is it, OAN or whatever it's called, because they were a little bit, but man, they turned into more like PBS. About fall asleep halfway through the first thing they're doing. And then, of course, Fox News is now, they're propaganda. They've been bought off. And Trump does know that. He knows that. Oh, man. What's the other one? There's another one. OAN, and then I forget the Right Side Broadcasting Network. And that one there, the only reason why they're around is because they built that off of Trump's back, off of the election. And even now, some of the stuff they're saying is just, it's just crappy. And they put these, it's a Trump rally. And they put these news people on there, just sit there and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And it's like, Jesus, just shut the frick up. Shut up. Nobody wants to hear these commentators that don't have any experience talk. What a bunch of lies about the military. What do you mean? MSNBC is absolutely. MSNBC is horrible too. They're all horrible. Absolutely horrible. Yeah. Newsmax, they're pushing it. They're pushing it. And I'll tell you what happens is these people get so big and they start seeing all this money coming in and all how big they can be and how greater they can do and all this other stuff. And they start taking not even bribes, but it kind of is a bribe. They start advertising for certain people. But then when people advertise, they say, hey, we don't want you to say this and this and this, this and this and this, because if you do this, then it's going to make people not want to buy our product. But we really want to advertise because you have the clientele here and you have the numbers. So guess what they do? They filter themselves. For what? For the dollar bill. That's what happens. And they're disgusting. They're disgusting. All of them. All their stories suck. Their commentators, they all suck. Their political analysts suck. They're boring as heck. I mean, just Jimmy Christmas. So anyways, yeah, so Fox News, you suck. I don't like you anymore because you put out these fake polls. I mean, seriously, like Kamala's got 94%. Trump's got 3%. They're out of their stinking minds. And that ain't something that's just, I actually took that from Fox News. Okay. And here's the thing is with Trump, you have to understand this. There is nothing that's never just a coincidence with him. Everything is played out. Oh yeah. They will vote for Trump. The military. Yeah. He even law enforcement, he's given, you have one sheriff, I think, that come out and to support Kamala, and everybody went, woo, the police are after. The FOP does not support Kamala. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because these same people are the ones that were saying that these same people that want Secret Service and want a police escort and want police everywhere when they go to do their stuff are the same ones that are saying defund the police. Here's what I say. The police and the military can stick with Donald Trump. Okay. And Kamala, you can have these migrants that you've brought in here to protect you. But if, in case you haven't seen, like even in Chicago, they ain't messing around, man. They messing around. They actually got gangs going around looking for these Venezuelans now. It's a totally different ball game. You go to Chicago and you think you're going to take over a building, you got another thing coming. Because the hood will have your head. White, black, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because it ain't going to happen. And I'm going to be honest with you. If the United States ain't going to step in and do anything, then by God, if Chicago has to make an example, then Chicago make the example. Because nobody else is going to do it. Nobody else is going to do it. You got police, like I said, yellow belly, spineless, that are not going to go face these people because they're scared to death, not having enough. What if they got guns? Well, you know, you as a law enforcement officer and even other different kinds of law enforcement, you're trained not to just work with your gun, but with your hands, with your body, with your mind, and you have other tools. Trust me, I have taken on 4 and 5 guys at the same time. Have. Outnumbered and outweaponized. You want me to tell you who won? DC. But you got to be smart about it. Can't be dumb. You can't do it. And if the government, well, let me say this. If the current people in charge, Biden, Harris, want to just continue to bring these people in and continue to send them out to try to overtake our cities, then by God, let our cities show them who's boss. Because you're going to screw around long enough and somebody's really going to get hurt. And I'm telling you straight up, anybody from Chicago listening, I know for a fact those gangs are out there. They come out there to try to take over stuff. And I know for a fact a lot of those street gangs that are in Chicagoland are not messing around. And if Chicago has to take the fight, if the gangs of Chicago has to take the fight to these Venezuelans in Chicago, then by God, take it. I'd much rather them handle them than be hurting American citizens. And I'm not saying go out and do violence and just hurt people. I'm saying if they come in and try to steal, kill, and destroy, take your homes, try to take over, then you know what? You protect your land. You protect your stuff. That's how you do that. And on that note, I'll be right back.
You are listening to the Excellence in Online Broadcasting Network.
Hey, everybody, it's DC, and today I want to talk to you about Birch Gold Group. And we recently had some monumental news that no one else is actually talking about. And for the first time ever, the interest the U.S. pays on its debt surpassed every individual budget item except Social Security. And that's right. The U.S. Now spends more on interest than on national defense or even Medicare. And it's only getting worse as big government continues to spend recklessly. And that's why savvy Americans are turning to gold, and something not tied to the inflated dollar is what it is. And you too can help, can do this with the help of Birch Gold Group. And for over 20 years, Birch Gold Group has helped tens of thousands of Americans protect their retirement and savings by converting on IRA or the 401k into an IRA in gold. To learn more, go to birchgold.com/rumble, birchgold.com/RUMBLE, and get a free, no obligation information kit on diversifying your retirement into a gold IRA. Birch Gold has earned a A+ rating with the BBB, be and thousands of happy customers. Protect your IRA or your 401k. If you want to do that, go to birchgold.com/rumble and get your free information kit on gold today. I wanted to say one thing here. On behalf of Rumble, I'm grateful for that, but I want to encourage you, the audience that's listening, to download the Rumble app. And that way you get the notifications every time that we go live. And also when you do that, be sure you follow us, and it will help remind you, when we do go live. And also, the app is available everywhere for TV. It's available for TVs also. So make sure you download the Rumble app. Once you download it, you search for my channel, DC Intel. It'll pop up, and follow the channel directly on that app. This will make sure that you get a notification every time that we go live, and keeps you informed. And also, if you click on the link in the description or the pinned live chat to download the Rumble app, actually on your phone also, it's free to do that. And if you prefer to watch us on a big screen, which is pretty cool, we are also available now on Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Roku, LG, and Samsung TVs. All you need to do is just search for Rumble. Once you get that, download it, search for DC Live, and every time it'll be on your big screen. Sounds great, don't it? There's nothing like a good cup of coffee. 1775coffee.com. You need to check it out. And, it's time to say goodbye to Starbucks and say hello to Rumble's 1775 coffee. It's unlike other brands. This is a coffee that backs free speech and is unapologetic about it. Visit 1775coffee.com, and you can use the promo code STUDIO to get 15% off. And the coffee comes in medium and dark roast, and it also comes in Peaberry, which is also similar to the kind of coffee. And in other words, its stuff is premium. It really is. So click on the link, go to 1775 Coffee and click on the link, and you can directly order from there and use the promo code STUDIO to get 15% off today.
We would like to invite you to become a DC Guardian. A Guardian is someone who supports us with a gift of $10 a month. And you will also receive a beautiful DC decal so you can post your support. And also you will get email updates for Guardians only, plus special discounts on products and functions and conferences to come. Please click on the donate button on our EIOBN.com website to support. Once again, on behalf of the Excellence in Online Broadcasting Network, thank you.
Here are a few reasons to support DC Intel. 1. Timely updates. Get the latest breaking news and intelligence updates as they happen. 2. Reliable information. Depend on us for accurate and credible news sources. 3. Insightful analysis. Gain deeper understanding with our expert analysis and comprehensive coverage. 4. Community engagement. Join a community of informed and engaged individuals who care about current events. 5. Transparency. We are committed to transparency in all our reporting, helping you to see the bigger picture. 6. Convenience. Stay informed on the go with easy access to updates through our social media platforms. Supporting DC Intel means staying informed and connected with the news that impacts our nation.
And yes, we greatly appreciate anybody that supports us, helps us do what we're doing. It helps us get threads. Just kidding. So anyways, something that I was watching here, it just kind of popped up. It says, Russian Iran working to disrupt our election. Here's how I say we handle that. Then we let the military take care of the election. That way it's undisputed and it's done right. Okay? But the United States military come in. They're already working on stuff, so why don't they just finish up and do the whole election themselves? Breaking news: a former aide to New York Governor Kathy, whatever her name is, has been charged with being an agent of Chinese government. These people have been in there. Someone please put our Rumble channel back up there for somebody. But you got all this junk going on. Something else I saw, which is great, says, "Dear U.S. government, take your Venezuelan gangs out of our country before we come out of our houses and take care of them." And also, when we come out of our houses to take care of them, we hope that the police doesn't get involved just like they're doing right now. I kind of agree with that. Now, there was a thing about the Hells Angels. You know, everybody was all bent out of shape on it. The Hells Angels are going out there and they're going to take care of this. They're going to take care of this. And of course, you know, like I said the other day, they're not going to show up unless somebody does something to their people. But the Hells Angels are starting to pop their ears up and listen. And one of the statements that did come out from the Hells Angels was this: if the police departments continue to be handcuffed by all these woke politicians, then a bloodbath is inevitable with us. There you go. There you go. You're going to handcuff law enforcement long enough that we, the people, not we, the patriots, not we, MAGA, not we, the people, are going to defend our land against foreign and domestic. You understand? Oliver North was on Fox News, you know, a Fox News alert. Now, I want to tell you the irony of this. Okay, so he's on there. He's Fox News. He is Fox News's military analyst, okay? This is how you know they're full of crap. Fox News, their military analyst who thinks Iran shouldn't have missiles. Now, understand, this is Oliver North. You know, I think he had the book and also War Stories. I've actually personally met him and I've talked to him in the past. I'm not like good friends or anything like that. But I know who he is, and anyway. But he's Fox News. This here is perfect proof that they're a pile of poop, and that they've switched. Is because they got this guy that they're calling their military analyst, and he thinks Iran shouldn't have missiles, but yet this is the same guy, Oliver North. Okay, many of you too young to remember this, but you need to research this and look it up, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Oliver North was arrested and convicted of illegally selling missiles to Iran during the Reagan administration. Does some of you remember that? If you don't, some of you young people, you need to go research this stuff. Because we see these people and go, oh, well, they're a military. They must be really credited. No. Let me ask you this. They're saying Trump shouldn't be able to speak. Trump shouldn't be able to do anything. Why are they saying that this guy is going to be lifted up as a military analyst and America's to listen to this dude when he's talking about this? Okay? Oliver North. General Oliver North. Fox News military analyst. Thinks Iran should not have missiles. But he is the same freaking guy that was arrested and convicted underneath the Reagan administration for doing exactly that. He was in jail for that. That right there shows you how double-minded Fox News is. This ain't a Fox News day. I know they're getting a lot of publicity from me, but you know what? I hate them at this point. I really do. I hate what they're doing. I'd rather sit and watch Willy Wonka than listen to them. Somebody asked me what news is good to listen to. I'm going to be honest with you. If you can stomach the Right Side Broadcasting Network, then you can watch some of that. But my God, it's like I said, they've turned into PBS, and so has OAN and all that. They've turned into PBS. It's like boring the crap out of you. I mean, at least put, somebody up there painting pictures or something. It's just boring stuff. And they have so many analysts that it's like, I mean, you're snoring all day long. If you can't give news, then play a movie or something. And don't make up news that's fake, and don't make up these. Every single daggone thing they put on here is breaking news. Breaking news. This is no lie. Breaking news, and they got a truck driving down the road with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 porta potties on them. Wow, that must be the breaking news. They're so dumb. Can't stand it. But yeah, Oliver North. If you don't know who he is, go listen to him or go research him. So when I said that the Biden administration is saying that we're going to have Russian election interference, this is today.
Our Fox News can confirm that the Biden administration plans to accuse Russia of a sustained effort to influence the 2024 presidential election, and that it will do so by using state-run media and other online platforms to target U.S. voters with disinformation. It's expected that the U.S. will make a series of moves today to address those issues.
What that means is, this is exactly what that means. I'm going to interpret that for you. That does not mean that Russia's going to put all kinds of fake stuff up. That means Russia is probably going to start exposing the real deal. And by them coming out and saying that, they're a little bit scared. Because Russia had everything. Still does. They're going to try to discredit them ahead of time, because evidently Putin's either said something to them like, hey, about to hang your lunch out there. And they're scared over it. This is the kind of stupid stuff that scares people. And I want to tell you this. And the reason why I'm telling you all this different stuff that's going on is because I don't want you getting scared. The job here for them is to get you scared and not vote, or get you scared and you recluse back in your home, or recluse from your family. That is the Democratic way to control, to kill, steal, destroy, and to control you. That is not what America is about. America is about the home of the free, home of the brave, freedom of speech, freedom to carry your weapon, all these different things, right to bear arms. I don't have proof of this, okay? But I want you to hear my heart. I have a feeling. I just have a feeling that we are really about to see the military kick some ass. Sorry. That's how it is. We're about to see the military step in. I have heard, and I've seen, and I've researched, and I've heard other people talk that really know some of this stuff. At some point, when you push a dog in the corner, he's going to come out and snap at your arm. And he ain't just going to snap at your arm. He's going to attack you viciously. The military has been in control. Whether you don't want to believe it or believe it, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to throw stuff out here to make you think, to make you research, and to become a better American and a better family person, and to start being a free thinker and thinking for yourself. And I'm telling you, I don't know if this whole thing in court with Trump is going to be the last straw or not. It very well could be the last straw that pops this thing off with the military and the Supreme Court. Because can I tell you something? I'm going to tell you this nugget, and this is all you're going to get. Don't ask me any more questions. They've already ruled on the Brunson. Period. And here we go with the question. Well, why haven't they moved? Why haven't they this? Maybe you need to write the Supreme Court and ask them yourself, because I don't know those questions or those answers. But I'm telling you this, it was ruled on. It's a done deal. It's just a matter of a time. And they're going to try to scare you with all this stuff, all this election stuff, all the Russia's involved, because we used to think that Russia was just really, oh my gosh, Russia's involved. They're going to kill us. They're going to do this. They're going to make us their slaves. I mean, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Iran's getting involved. Oh my gosh. Oh, the Lord, we're in trouble. Why are they so worried about the people they've been getting money from for years? I agree with you, Jenny. But I will tell you this. They're here. They're here. And you're going to see the Biden-Harris administration pull every single stop that they can. Because here's the reason why. Their goose is cooked, and they know it. This is for all exposure. You're daggone right. People, and here's the thing. Americans have had it so good for so long with just, well, I'll just sit to the back seat, that they don't want exposure. They just want something handled, and they just, oh, it got handled, and that's it. The only way that you as an American are going to grow and learn and become better is if you're exposed to the reality of what we live in and have been around. And I have faith, because I'm going to tell you why. Even Donald Trump said this. They're all going to run. And when you win, not if, when, it's all released. The American people are going to be so mad at politicians, doctors, lawyers, news people, because they're going to get the truth pretty soon. Jesus is the only way, okay? Jesus is the only way we can get through this. But I believe the military is his fingers, and they're about ready to put some hurtings on some stuff. I saw something the other day where they said this MAGA group, they just need to be round up and put into place and just gas them like they did in Germany. Do you realize what that means? People that, one, are ignorant, don't know what MAGA is. MAGA is not a people. It's a saying. It's a slogan. Make America great. And for those people that are just totally retarded, there's nothing you can do about that. I have come to the conclusion we can no longer continue to debate, also try to convince, also try to relate who we are and what we are. If they're that dumb, let them be that dumb. If they're that ignorant, let them be that ignorant. But if they bring that ignorant case to your doorstep, then that's when you show them who a patriot is, and you show them how to make America great. And make America great is cleaning the shit off the ground. If it happens to be whatever, it is whatever. That's why we should go and clean this crap out of Arizona, Chicago, wherever they're going to land. In New York City, I went over video after video. Somebody sent me last night all these different videos of in New York City. These guys going in there saying, "Hey, why has this hotel been turned into a military here?" And they all just smile and walk away. And I respect our military, but I'll tell you what, if they smile and walk away and smirk at you and don't answer, it makes you want to just pop them in the mouth or pop them in the back of the head. Because you know what? Our tax dollars pay for those buttholes to sit in these hotels and just smirk and not act like they. Let me tell you something. These National Guardsmen that are like barely out of high school, that have never seen any kind of real anything. Let me see. I guess I heard that months ago the Brunson case. Yeah, but the second part of the first part of the Brunson case, well, there was multiple cases. I think it was like 6. But anyways, don't hold me to that. But there's a lot. And yeah, but it's the last one that was in here, and it has been ruled on. I don't know a time frame when it's going to come out. I don't know how it's going to come out. I don't know none of that yet. I do know for a fact that A Harley chick, let me tell you something. I'm going to just go ahead and throw out a prediction here, okay? I've been working on it, and some of you heard it. It's called The Blueprint of the Next President. And the amazing thing about that is I let one of my friends, I read him some of the stuff a couple weeks ago. And he was like, "No, dude, you're nuts. It's been over a month ago." He was like, "Dude, you're nuts. It would never happen." I was like, "I'm telling you, man, it could very well happen." Nope. I said, "Okay." He says, "I wouldn't put that out there. I wouldn't put that out there." Because part of this blueprint to the next president was that Donald Trump, I'm just giving you a synopsis of this, just to give you a small bone of what's to come, because it's going to blow you away too, whenever I do finally do it, because I'm still working on it. Because I'm working on 2 interviews, and 3, but 2 I'm really working on. They're very high deals. But one part of that blueprint to the next president was Donald Trump. And then he actually, and this is before he had done this, guys. Before, those of you that know, it's been 2 months, 3 months ago that I was talking about this. He was in there, and he replaces his card man, which is the VP, with the Kennedy. No lie. And not only that, it sets up, whether you like it or not, it sets up that Trump is in. Trump's not going to be in for another 8 years. Dude's getting older. But it's going to be set up to where a Kennedy can come back in. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm going out on a limb here. On a limb. That gives 8 years. 8 years. And the next person you're going to see come up, that's going to be probably do a little small political stuff, but you're going to see him come back up because he's taken names and he's kept notes of how they did his family, how they've done America. Do I believe the Antichrist is around? Yeah. Do I believe he's going to appear right now? No. Are we in the last days? Yes. But we were in the last days when I was 5 years old and also heard it from church. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Just means that we're in the last days. A day is as of 1,000 years to God, right? Okay. So go figure your timing on that. I believe we're going to see Donald Trump, and at some point we're going to see Vance leave. We're going to see Kennedy be put in. Although I can't stand his voice, I know that. Whatever. But it'll be the first time in history that you've had a Democrat and a Republican running the White House and running that. And not only that, you got 8 years. You got 4 years of Donald Trump. You got another 4 years of Kennedy. And then guess what? You got Barron Trump rolling up the roll there. And I'm telling you, folks, I'm telling you, the blueprint to the next president is very, very accurate. I finally got a not invite, but I actually got access to where I can go to Mar-a-Lago. I am working my butt off to get an interview with Barron Trump. Then I will release what I'm going to release. But I'm telling you straight up, guys, DC fully believes, and I know a lot of you's going to go on Facebook and wherever else and say this, and everybody's going to be like, "Oh my God, he's nuts. He's out of his mind." I'm telling you, I believe Donald Trump's going to be in. He may not even serve his 4-year term. I don't know what's going to happen. He's not young. Neither is Kennedy. But I believe there is a plan. Donald Trump introduced Barron a month and something ago at one of his deals. And Donald Trump was even surprised that he stood up, waved his hand, all this other stuff. So it's his first deal here. Barron Trump has had to witness his dad try to be assassinated, his family put through hell, his house investigated, tore all to pieces, all that. And had to witness everything at the hand of a corrupt government. You ever heard the old saying, nothing worse than a scorned woman, nothing worse than a scorned child. They don't forget either. I believe we're going to see the blueprint of the next president. We're going to see Donald Trump, and we're going to see Vance exit somehow, some way. And we're going to see Kennedy in there. And of course, here comes the people. Where's Jay? What about JFK Jr.? I thought he was a vice president. Back off. Back off. There's a lot of things going to change. And I think we're going to, I 100% believe we're going to see Barron Trump rise up on it. I do. Because he's got college, and then he's going to be out doing something. I'm going to close with this today. I want you to hear me clearly. Friday, we were talking about the inauguration of Donald J. Trump. And something I want you to research is this. Absolutely, Barron Trump and his close friend are great. Let me tell you a little secret here. Do you realize every single political thing that Donald Trump does, every single interview he does, everything he does, do you know who sets all that stuff up? You need to research it. Don't just take my word for it. Listen to Donald Trump. Barron Trump. That's how smart the dude is. He's been doing all this stuff. He sets up all the video stuff, all that stuff. He's in control of all that stuff that goes on. In control of it all. Donald Trump said, he goes, if I didn't have Barron, I don't know what to do. Because he, understand, he has the heart of his dad. And he's doing this. He's doing all the getting the interviews put together, him and his friend. Go look it up. You'll see. But I'm going to tell you something here. Something that is a total. Yeah, underneath the U.S., we're going to see a lot of changes. When we talked about the inauguration of Donald J. Trump, how the military came down, and I'm going to leave you with this, and I just want you to understand this. I did not realize this, and then I saw it, then I was like, oh, crap, and then I forgot all about it. And I should remember this. But I come across this again. I want you to know something. Go back and look. If you can go back to the video, go look at it. Donald J. Trump, when he was inaugurated, how the military came behind him, pause it. Look at each man. Look at all the men behind him. Every person behind him had a band. Remember I said it last week, and I didn't catch it. I don't know why I didn't catch it. That there was bands and different things on these people's hats. What they represented and what they were was different military branches, right? But not only that, the bands on their hats and their hats, guys. I heard somebody say, oh, these look like Russian hats. No, they're not. That is military intelligence. Look at the collars, the yellow and the blue, the yellow and the black. Go look it up. Check it, research it. We were looking at tribunal prosecutors and judges. That's what we were looking at. Donald Trump stuck it right in our face. That's why on his left-hand side over there, all those former presidents and former people knew they were in a crap load of trouble. Because he stuck these people right in their face. When you see that, sorry, I'm looking at something. When you see that, you're looking at these military tribunal prosecutors and judges. And these people are the ones have been their top brass. They have been, they were gonna, and they have been taking care of business. I don't have the authority to release it yet, but I actually have a legitimate picture of a former Gitmo person. I cannot right now talk about, well, I can talk about it, I just cannot release it. Cannot do it. Can't do it. But when the time is right and I'm given, hey, it's okay, because, you know, I still do like living, you know what I'm saying? Not that I'm afraid of that side. There's no glory in being the first person to release information. Some people get off on that. Yeah, I'm the first one. I'm some things you will only hear on here, and yeah, and it'll be the first time you heard it, but some things you won't. But I'm not worried about that. But I have that, and incoming soon. We're talking within weeks, especially when we get our software done here. You'll be able to see it, and we'll talk about it when it gets to that point. But it'll, after Friday night, we're talking about Gitmo and all this other stuff. It'll tie into that at a later date. One of the things I thought was funny is that Tim Walz, and I can say I'm closing, but just give me a second here. Tim Walz family, all of his family posted a picture. His mother, all of them are all standing there, and it says Walz family for Trump. And literally, they're Trumper people. They're not supporting even their own family member. That's how even they know he's a bag of crap. And not only that, they're standing in front of a Trump 24 Take America Back flag, which is absolutely amazing. I see things and it just drives me crazy. There's one lady, she's on TikTok, and I know you have some people that are just goofy. This one's talking about the flag. No one wants that flag. No one wants what it comes to represent, because all it does is it represents Trump and his MAGA cult. No, the American flag represents freedom. The American, that right there shows you the ignorance of this generation. Because the flag is not a representation of Trump, or the stars represent the states. You know what I'm saying? This is someone that has never served, that has never tried to serve, but has always known everything. This is someone that's never gotten a spanking, that needs an ass beating. That's what this is. And you're the only news source that I even listen to anymore. Thank you so much. Yeah, they are. They're crude. I appreciate that. London, Ohio in the house. Good to have you. Yeah, they're brainwashed. You know what? These are the kind of people that, like I said, they'll go and pee on the flag, poop on it, step on it, light it on fire, do all that stuff. And they're so dumb. They're like, yeah, we're burning this because of these MAGA cult, these Trump culters. So stupid. So dumb. Melissa, let me see here. Y'all can look her up. Melissa Ann, ANN73. That's who she is. And you know what? Some people say, well, you shouldn't do that. You should not do that. Put people's names out there. Why? They put it out there in public for social media. Might as well give them a little bit of glory. We're going to be talking Friday night, just to give you a hint. We talked about last week, prior to President Trump, up until him, the transition to military power. Also, all the executive orders. I told you today I'm kind of worried about one of the executive orders, but I think we'll be okay. Not only that, we're going to be talking about, you may not remember, but when Trump went and stood with at the military game, and he stood with the military, and this was back when the mask mandate was going on and all that junk. And he was standing on the number 19. And we're going to hit on that Friday night. President Putin does release a statement, says we're not at war with the people of Ukraine. We've got hostages in Kyiv, and these Western masters have kept them occupied. He's talking about us, okay? Biden, Another thing, I'll play you this real quick here. I know we got to go, but I just want to play you this.
News alert. President Biden has just announced proposals to reform the Supreme Court. This happening literally a minute ago. These would include no immunity for crimes a former president committed in office, term limits for Supreme.
Okay, that's why they're going to pull out all these stops with saying that it's Russia is involved and all this other stuff. Okay, so there's your answer for that. Another thing. I'm going to play. This is my last thing I'm playing you. Okay, guys. Sorry. So I told you about the blueprint of the next president. And yesterday, I could not believe this. Gene Ho goes online and he's doing a live. And here's what he says. Maybe.
Talking it over and check out this scenario. If it might happen. You never know. What's the odds? Anyway, check out the scenario. So Trump goes to sentencing, and after sentencing, the media storm with Trump, whatever it might be. But here's the interesting thing. Could you imagine a scenario where after that, Trump replaces Vance with RFK? Could you imagine that? Think of the media storm. Think of the cold water that would be doused into the momentum of Harris, Walz. Anyway, think about that also because of this, and it's very interesting. Originally, you had the scenario where once he endorsed Trump, that RFK was going to take his name off of some of the battleground states with that. Some of the battleground states said, nope, you can't do that. Well, if he's on the other ticket, they're going to say that they have to do that. Anyway, what do you think the odds of that's going to happen?
Isn't it amazing? Great minds think alike. It's crazy. It is crazy. There's another video that he talks about Barron, which that's at a later date. But when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Because we just talked about that. Tomorrow, we are, somebody's asked several times here, but we are live every day at 1 p.m. Eastern time. If it's 4 or 5 minutes late, it's because we got a lot of things going on here. I would encourage you, we're growing little by little with our numbers, which is fantastic because we don't want to just go crazy and then we have a bunch of lunatics on here. We want people that are sane and people that want to know the truth. But I encourage you to like, share, and even tell your friends and tell family. And if you're on other discussion groups or whatever, say, hey, you're looking for DC, here's where he's at. I mean, please do. We want to grow. The other thing is what we're working on is getting the software set up to where we can actually show all the videos and all that, getting our audio a little bit better in here also. And then on top of that, once we get all that clarified and all that taken care of, once we start raising more financial support, we're going to be doing I've already got it. I've already done what I needed to do this. It's just going to take a lot of finances to do it, but we're going to do a TV station, a TV channel, and it's not going to be the same thing that you're used to. It'll be raw TV. It'll be good TV, and it will be governed by me, which means this: I'm not going to have pussy people in there. I'm going to have patriots in there, people that are worried about America and not worried about offending people. It ain't gonna be a station where people just go in there and cuss and throw fits and just be. No, it's gonna be a thing to where you get the real news of what's really going on in our country. It's very big, and this is what I say. You know, everybody says it with the president and all that stuff, but nothing can stop what's coming because the EIOBN network is growing, and we need to continue to grow. If you can. What about the Supreme Court supposedly arrested? No, they were not arrested. Biden is trying to shut them down. I just played that clip of Biden trying to shut them down. And the reason why is because he knows what they've ruled. Understand that? I want you to put 2 and 2 together here. If he's trying to shut them down while he's supposedly in office as president, then he can stop what they've already ruled on. He knows. That's why they're scattering right now. And they're bringing up the Russia. They're bringing all this other stuff into the forefront to try to keep you distracted while he tries to take out the Supreme Court. Okay? Don't worry. Don't fret. It's not going to happen. God wins. We win. We all win, right? We make America great all together. I have went over my time today, but it's okay. It's okay. We own the network, right? We do what we want to do. But yeah, if you get a chance and go to eiobn.com, scroll down through there. Also, there's been several people that have asked about the silver and the gold. We talked about that. There's actually a link there now. If you go down through there and you're actually wanting to invest or you're wanting to change it over, you can go down there, click on that. There's actually a link there for you to, I think there's a phone number there for you to text gold to, and then a good time for someone to contact you back, and somebody will contact you back and have a consultation with you on buying, selling gold and silver, or whatever you want to do. But yeah, go to eiobn.com, check it out. Go to our, go down, click donate. Any donation goes a long way. It keeps electric on, keeps our internet going, and keeps us building up our network to where we can stop being taken offline. So anyways, I hope y'all have a great day the rest of the day, and understand that we're going to win this thing. They can't take us out. They may try. They may try to threaten us with wars and rumors of wars and migrants and all that. Thank God we got like Chicago gangs, and we got the Hells Angels, right? And better yet than that, we got patriots, and even more importantly than that, we got God. That tells me one thing: the best is yet to come, and we win. I'll see y'all tomorrow. DC out.